Okay, so we're going to start. Please take a seat, our last two comers. I'm going to replay the video because I like to talk about it afterwards and for the one who didn't see it. If it works.
She wanted me to make mention of the pool party. If you don't mind, I was going to announce your pool party.
Now?
Once your video ends.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's a handheld mic. Wow, that was rocking. Let me borrow your mic, sir, just a minute. Folks, just a little bit of housekeeping. How many people are aware of the pool party tonight with a lot of activity at 8 p.m. from AVG? How many are aware? Okay. I just wanted to, before you get going, I just wanted to step in and make that announcement that I'll see you at 8 p.m. and it goes till midnight, and it's top shelf. So pool party, 8 p.m. with AVG. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Harry.
Yeah, Ollie.
Okay, let's go back to AVG for a little while. I'm Vice President of Cloud Services, and I'm here for a big announcement we want to make at SMB Nation is the public launch of AVG CloudCare. AVG CloudCare is our new cloud-based platform for you to deploy web services, IT and security services to small business. And I have to tell you, this is, we're quite excited from AVG to be here with you. It's been a long journey to be here after almost a year of development, but also during 6 months, we did a limited availability release, and we work with over 500 partners who actually have the chance to test, give us feedback, and you're going to know more about this experience we had with resellers. But basically what we wanted to do is to create something with your input and feedback. And hopefully what I'm going to present to you shortly will resonate with your business. So let me come back to the video we just seen and this notion of why complicate. If you look at, this is an extreme case, I'm sure you noticed, of this video. This is an IT security specialist that has not made the move to become a managed service provider. Maybe some of you are still in that space, but what is key to see this is struggling, right? It's hard to make a living to serve small business because small business want you all the time, and when things goes wrong, they want a service now. Now, I know some of you have already moved to become an MSP and have invested heavily to become a successful MSP. You have reskilled your staff, you have made sure that you can deliver managed services, and when we talk with you guys, we find out that you're now managing a wider base potentially of device, but you have another challenge, which is this comes with a cost. Cost of people, cost of infrastructure. And some of you clearly are taking the approach of, well, because it's a premium service, I can only pick and choose the customer that are going to be willing to pay for it. And in the economy we're in, clearly there's this dilemma, I got to scale up my company, become a successful MSP potentially, but what's the cost of serving small business? So the goal of AVG is to say we want to make sure that you can deliver managed services to every single small business you have and make it profitable. Now, what does it mean, the why complicate in that context? It means we want to give you, and we want to build solutions that save time, lower your cost of infrastructure, and give you opportunity to make money with other services. I know you're going to tell me, well, that's nice to hear, but, we didn't have that impression of AVG for some time to get that. And this is what we're coming here, is to talk about AVG CloudCare that will deliver that. Now, where do we want to go with AVG CloudCare? We're not here just on a Me Too type of strategy, try to catch up with the market. Our goal is to simplify IT management for small business. That's a big statement you're going to tell me, and you're right. That's why it's going to be a journey. AVG is a public company, financially with strong backing, and we're going to have a 2 to 3 year plan to make this goal a reality. And we want to work with you guys to make sure we achieve that. So I'd like to show you a little bit more about CloudCare. It's not going to be a demo at this stage. I think we don't have the time, but what I would like is, okay, I'm sticking on the same slide. Here we go. So what is CloudCare? First, this is a platform. And by the way, that platform is free. That platform will come, I'm sorry, the screen is probably too small for you guys to see, but we're going to have a breakout sessions tomorrow where you have the luxury to see some demonstration from actual partners having used the platform. But basically, within that platform, the key things we find out talking to you guys is custom management is a key thing. It's a pain. So what we want to give you is that whole visibility on all your customers that you have deployed AVG products. So what you have here is the ability to see all your customers. And now you might tell me, well, we have that already with some other tools. Now, what we wanted to make with AVG CloudCare is simple to use. So you can activate and deactivate services at will. The pricing structure that we put for you on these services, like that I will describe afterwards, it's pay as you go. So there is no upfront payment. We realize that you're running a business, that cash is king, so let's make sure you've got a platform that works with you. No license key anymore. So basically, we're trying to remove all the pain that you used to have in some cases with license management and licensing. It's a yearly, monthly billing, so give you flexibility with your business. If you're already a mature managed service provider and you kind of like to do monthly billing, we will shadow that. And there's other things you're going to find in this free platform is, we have unlimited trials on any of the services that you want to try and test. And then on top of that, you're going to get alerts. Because it's a cloud-based platform connected to the endpoint where we have dropped the AVG client, it's going to feed you with information of the status of the customer, like you should expect anyway as an MSP. This will be IT alerts, security alerts, sales alerts. We're going to tell you, we're not going to only look at AVG, what we do for you, but also what is the status within that device. Storage, does he run a storage or not? This is the things we're going to give you as information and insight that could potentially lead for you for cross-sale services. So that's the platform. Now, out of this platform, you're going to be able to activate services. To start, We initially, out of the box for this release, offer you antivirus as well as content filtering. Now, I'm sure you already use solution for that. I think the nice things about it is that let's run a scenario. You have deployed antivirus to some clients with AVG CloudCare. You want to upsell this customer on content filtering. This is one click. There is no hardware to be deployed, no software, no change of the firewall setting. Simple, easy to use. Obviously, content filtering, the way it works with AVG is we run onto the device, so it will always work. Quite interesting when you think about small business with remote users, mobile users, so you get to potentially deliver that level of protections wherever they are. That's what we give you here. Now let's talk about a little bit more about the platform and how you actually run it. On the deployment side, we realized that in the old days of going on site deploying stuff, it's not necessarily the future for you to scale. It takes too much time. So what we come out on this release is 3 ways to deploy the AVG client. Traditional, send an email, you download, you ask the person to click and download the file. You have the instant package, but what I want really to talk about as a third option is remote deployment. And I know you guys, if you're an MSP already doing that, you probably didn't used to have that from AVG. This is new. Now, the way we are approaching it is also in the way we think about who are you serving, and this is the small business. So we thought, okay, let's make sure we make that very thin and doesn't require a lot of work for you guys. So the way we do it is you're going to deploy to a master device, and then that master device will identify what is on the network and then deploy the other agent that needs to be deployed. I hope you're going to have a chance to talk with our resellers here at the SMB Nation that is already using it. He's going to give you some feedback about these capabilities, but this is what you get of the AVG CloudCare platform for free. Let's talk now about the policy. Policy tends to be, touchy discussions, right? We want to put policy that makes sense for the customers, but it should not take away from be a burden for you. So the way we structure the policy is we manage to get a default policy that you can customize to become your own policy, and then you can deploy it across your customers. You can put some groups where you're going to identify different policy. And the way it works, the UI, is that you have a drag and drops. So it gives you a very flexible way to change that policy without becoming a burden. And even someone with low skills will be able to manage it. We'll go not yet into the details of the setting of every services, i.e. antivirus, firewall, and content filtering, but we're welcome to talk with you about it. Again, very intuitive. This is the way we wanted the policy setting to be for you saving time. So one thing you're going to get from the AVG platform is also a customer dashboard. So every single customer, you're going to have to have one window where you can see everything that goes on in that customer environment that you managed. You're going to see your alerts. You're going to see the state of, if there's any virus taking place, the content filtering type of situation in terms of what has been blocked, warm, or loud. You can click on anything here. It will get you real-time information down to the device level. Again, trying to work on saving the time. And next release will be all about how can we help you to remediate some of this information that you're going to get through this dashboard. Out of that, you can also think about, well, maybe some customer, I like to give them visibility to have that. Some you maybe don't want to give them that, but in some scenario, you might choose to do that. You might even choose to say, well, I'm going to sell as a self-managed. So basically, a customer will have that to totally manage on his own AVG CloudCare. So there is very different scenario and flexibility on how you want to use CloudCare for your business. Let's talk about pricing. You know, if I hopefully get your interest on the platform. So as I said, the platform itself is free, and we're going to invest more and more on the platform to make sure you get benefit from it. We realize that, you know, we are just starting, and we're humble. You know, we're going to make sure that platform grow with you, and we're going to look for your feedback to make sure that that platform resonates for your business. On the antivirus and the content filtering, the two pay services, we're starting at $1.50 per user per month on AV and $1 for content filtering. During the limited availability release, you told us, you know, that's great, that price, but, you know, we also want monthly, yearly pricing. So this is what we introduce now with a 1- and 2-year pricing, with obviously some discount associated with it. As you can imagine, you're getting 2 months and 6 months for 2 years. Now, we thought also, looking at your business, that if you work with small business, you know, how can we help you to get even a better price if you actually start to use AVG CloudCare across all the small business you deliver? So instead of giving you a complex pricing on size of the deal you're making, we want to be, you know, close to your MSP business and looking at the end of each month, how much can you get back from, you know, as a discount because you've got a large number of services being activated through CloudCare. So if you do the math, here we're talking now, if I think about AV, we're getting, you know, $1 or even below $1 if you do the 2-year plus the discount. We know where the market is going, and we're trying to make sure that you get a competitive pricing out of us. And we make it in a very flexible way, and as I talked earlier, the services you can switch on and off, there is no upfront. So we really want to make sure that you have no risk from a cash point of view to deploy these services and get benefit from it. So if we summarize a little bit where, you know, what I just presented to you briefly, we want to save time, lower cost, and add you more opportunity to make money with these sales alerts that are going to trigger, hopefully, some new business for you. But what's the future? You know, where do we go? Clearly, if you think about what I said earlier about IT management, we're going to simplify IT management. That's kind of a big statement. You know, antivirus and content filtering is only a piece of it. We recognize that. So what AVG is planning to do is that over the course of each major release of CloudCare, we're going to introduce 1 or 2 more modules each time. And these modules will be based on how can they make you simplify IT management for small business. We heard a lot, you know, it's good for us to go to this conference because we can get input from you, and we're going to continue to work and make sure we do deliver the other pieces you want from us. That will be fully integrated at some point with AVG CloudCare if you choose that that's the right things, that these products make sense to tie them up with CloudCare. I don't want to give any, you know, announcement today what's going to come because we are, you know, public company, so we have, you know, there is some rules. But happy to discuss with you later on to give you a little bit more flavor where the direction, which direction we're going. One thing I forgot to tell you, which is actually maybe neat for you in your business, and thanks for the engineering team who has made, you know, we were supposed to release that in the next release, but because we are at SMB Nation, they put double work to make sure we give you this beta release, which I hope will resonate well with you. So we're bringing to you free AVG Remote IT. And I'm sure if you're an MSP, you're using some kind of a tools today, which probably costs some money for your business. So one thing we want is to give you ability for troubleshooting, having ability to access this machine and start to do file transfer, chat, and be able to start some remediation actions you want to pursue. You're going to get this with AVG CloudCare for free. So I hope you see where we're going. I know we have a long way to get where we need to be, but hopefully you see value in this already. On that note, I'd like to ask Luke Walling to join, and he's going to talk about the channel engagement we have so far during the limited availability. Thank you very much.
All right. So thank you, Xavier. Thank you all for attending this evening. I'm Luke Walling. I represent our U.S. business here in the U.S. CloudCare is an exciting project for us. It's evolution of AVG's Business Edition products into the cloud. It takes our management console, makes it easier to use for you, makes it easier to scale to multiple customers across multiple sites. Very exciting. Possibly the most exciting part for me, channel engagement. In general, vendors don't pay attention to what channel partners need and want in their business. So, starting last year, we started bringing the channel closely into the process. We introduced partners into the product management process, into sales, marketing, really everything. You guys have had input directly into our product roadmap. Very exciting. So starting last year, like I said, we brought in several partners. They told us that we needed to evolve the way that we manage our products. We listened. Lon told us that he needed to manage content filtering in the cloud. We introduced those features and functions. Matthew told us that he needed our technology to be up to date, always managed in the cloud, easy to access and deploy. Now I'm a sales guy, so don't take it from me, right? We brought John Rutkowski along to tell you from his perspective, in his words, how we've listened, how we've engaged, how we do business at AVG today. So I'm going to pass it over to John. He's going to tell you in his own words how we've worked together. John?
Thanks, Luke. My name's John Rutkowski. I'm the president of Boulder Designs. I've been an MSP before they called it MSP. Oh, thank you. I don't even know which button to push here, though. I'll figure it out. For 26 years, and heavily involved with the ASCII group and a number of other reseller channels. So they brought us in and said, here, take a look at this product. We want to show you where we think you're going. And we go, yeah, that looks pretty good, but you missed this, you missed that, you missed this over here. And so they went back in and did the work that we asked them to do. Now, we didn't get everything. Some things are still on the roadmap, but a lot of vendors will just, throw a product out and say, here, go sell this, whereas they seriously talk to the channel. There was a core of us, about 5 of us. I have about 200 endpoints deployed out there right now. And we said, this is the way it works in the real world. You got to change this to make it better, change it over here, make it better over here, and they've been doing it. So kudos to AVG for bringing it into the channel and letting us give the feedback such that it's a good product when it comes out the door. So I would suggest that you get on the program here and sign up for it. Doesn't cost you anything. You can go out and deploy it out there and give it a whirl, and I'm sure your clients will like it as well. Up on AVG's site, I don't think they have the video, but I took one of my larger engineering clients off that has multiple sites and multiple mobile users. So we've got notebooks, we got executives at home, we've got people around. We deployed some of the web filtering for the mobile users and firewalls for other people, and it keeps them secure. And it's no matter where they travel. So thanks a lot. Whoops, that was one too many there. Thanks a lot, Luke.
Thank you, John. So like I say, in John's words, we're engaging with the channel. Your voice is heard at AVG. First and foremost, your feedback is making it into product. It's making it into sales and marketing processes. That's the number one message that I want you to take away from our presentation today. Probably more important to you, we have a party this evening at the pool deck, Voodoo Pool Deck. Food, drink, entertainment, all the good stuff. Please join us. If you're interested in learning more in CloudCare, tomorrow we have a session at 440 and Miranda 5-6. Please join us. We have live demos running at the booth as well. Thank you very much for your time.